This is the face I make when I get kicked out of the room that I was recording in and have to redo all of my footage from the beginning. This video is not nostalgia bait. It's not gonna reminisce and remember Animal Crossing because Animal Crossing still is a great game, and all of our memories are precious in their own way. But my question in this video is why? Why all of these memories with Animal Crossing? Why do we all hold this game in our minds with so much memory? Why did all of our brains just collectively say, yup, this is the game we're all gonna remember? Why is it that in the era of 4K hyper-realistic gaming, the realest moments seem to have been on low-poly graphics, sitting in front of the TV on Sunday morning, controlling this guy whose hair looks like chocolate frosting and whose nose is a red triangle? Well, we gotta go a decent bit back. Back in 2008, Animal Crossing City Folk was released for the Wii to unbelievable levels of failure. It was the weakest release of the entire franchise, and yet it still holds a special place in my heart. I remember my older sister teaching me how to play, and she was like, oh, there's the peaches, you can go pick them and eat them. And so that's all I did for hours. And just because Nintendo was my childhood does not mean I think that they should be allowed to brick people's Switches. What the fuck? Nintendo fans, take notes. Back to the topic at hand. Animal Crossing is a game that doesn't try to be something that it isn't. It isn't real life. On the surface, it actually gets kind of boring pretty fast. It's not a game that tries to hijack your brain's circuitry for optimized engagement and immersion. There's never a punishment, but more than that, there aren't massive rewards either. It's a game that just is. You don't even really build toward anything in particular. Though holy fuck, you guys on New Horizons are fucking insane. So why was Animal Crossing so ubiquitous, called the pandemic game? The game that conquered our worries? Because it shows us our potential. It says, hey, come walk around, come gather fruit, come appreciate the world with me. It says, let's decorate and play all the cool music and make friends with all the villagers. It says, let's be mindful and appreciate life. But it doesn't say these things, it's a game. We do. When we boot up Animal Crossing, we're being mindful. It is so easy in this game to get wrapped up in any one of its little adventures. In the real adult world, we always have to think big picture goals and progress. But Animal Crossing gives you simple times. Not easy, but simple and unthreatening. And you know what those simple times sound like? Childhood. When we just did whatever we wanted because we wanted to do it. So that's why it feels so memorable. It calls us back to when we were in our own world, living for the present moment. Because is that not what you do in Animal Crossing? Let me give a few examples. You don't decorate your house to perfection, fill out the in-game museum, or make friends with all the fucking villagers who they fucking butchered in New Horizons. Unless you want to. When you're a child, do you ever think, oh, I have to make mud pies today? No, you decide, I want to make mud pies today because the universe called me to do it. Katsuya Gucci, I hope that's how you pronounce his name, created Animal Crossing to tackle isolation. Where games are so often goals-focused, he found something truly new. Community focus, something that had only been seen in The Sims or Harvest Moon, which were more focused on like realistic life simulation and like farming simulation anyways. Animal Crossing is a game meant to look fake but feel real. Animal Crossing was created with goofy characters but very real dialogue. It was created with simple shapes and colorful graphics, but a real clock that matched what you could see just outside your window. Its difficulty exists not in challenge, but in open-endedness and the confrontation with being alone. Because to play the game is to win. To win is to sit with all of this independence that the game gives you and still choose to act and do whatever you want. I mean, in the game, my favorite thing to do was always fishing, mainly because I love collecting shit. I love to chase the feeling of accomplishment that you get from, like, catching the tuna. So personally, I could do that forever. And here's the thing about fishing and all of the other activities. There isn't a massive push for skill building or scaling your abilities or stats or anything like that. Sometimes you see a shadow at the end of the pier and you can try for the tuna, and sometimes it isn't, because Animal Crossing is all about being in the right place at the right time. I'd say the most hardcore thing in the game is the fucking bees that if you get stung twice in one day make you faint. In my opinion, sometimes the most fun sessions are just to log on and see what's around and spend like 15 minutes doing something random before logging off. The best way to play the game is to not try to play the game. I find the absence of all punishment in video game loop to be so refreshing. Life is the most fun with options, not a loop of doing the same thing over and over. And so Animal Crossing reflects that. I love the comfort I can derive from knowing there isn't some highly engineered reward system to keep me going. You know why I choose to keep playing? Because the graphics are easy on the eyes, the music is peaceful on the ears, and the gameplay is easy on the brain. And all of that is what keeps me present and makes me feel like I'm getting something out of my leisure time. I can't stand the feeling of quote-unquote relaxing by scrolling on Instagram or playing some high-paced shooter. I feel more tense and jumped up after doing those things. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that Animal Crossing proves time and time again that mindfulness does not have to be an effortful thing. It can be as easy as booting the game up, enjoying everything it has to offer for 10 minutes, and then just logging off. Are we not present when we're watching our character pick up little pieces of fruit, hearing this beautiful soundtrack, and taking time to relax and think every time we pick up this amazing game? Animal Crossing teaches us that we don't have to be bored to be mindful or appreciate life or remember a moment, but rather it is those things that quell our boredom a little bit, that help us enjoy a moment to the fullest. That's why we always remember the game so well and so fondly. Animal Crossing is simple times. It was engineered to be just that. It calls back to when we were in our childhood and did whatever the fuck we wanted, and tells us that all of that is still possible. Sure, just about every aspect of Animal Crossing pales in comparison to other games, but when they put it all together, goddamn, I've never seen a game get it all so right. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and please click on the subscribe button. It's red, you can see it. It's a red, and I think it's like a square. It's like a circle that you click on that says subscribe, or a triangle, I forget.